Hi students, today in the third session of matrices, we start with the solving of exercise problems. And actually the first exercise 3.1, it is related to the mere definition and thereafter equality of matrices. So we are simply skipping it, you can just go through it. So we come to the second exercise, that is exercise 3.2. In exercise 3.2, there comes mainly the operation addition and multiplication of matrices. So in 3.2 also we just do only a selected number of questions, and the mere objective of these questions are to understand the fundamental operations, and when we speak in the examination point of view, most of the questions are not that much relevant. But for understanding the operations in matrices, we just solve a few questions. So anyhow, we start with the first question. Okay, and in the first question, there are three matrices given. The three matrices are, first one, A equal to matrix 2, 4, 3, 2, D equal to matrix 1, 3, minus 2, 5, and C is equal to matrix minus 2, 5, 3, 4. Okay, so these are the three matrices given. Okay, and we have to obtain, first we have to obtain A plus B. Okay, we just, the question has a few different parts, so we just do the parts one by one. Okay, first we have to obtain A plus B. So we said the sum A plus B is possible only when the matrices A and B are of the same order. Here A is of order 2 by 2, B is of order 2 by 2, so A plus B is possible. Okay, and A plus B is the matrix obtained by adding the corresponding elements of A and B. Okay, so as it is the first question, we just write it. Okay, corresponding elements. So 2 plus 1, then 4 plus 3. Okay, then 3 plus minus 2. It was actually 5. So 2 plus 5. Okay, that is equal to matrix 2 plus 1, 3, 4 plus 3, 7, 3 plus minus 2, 1, 2 plus 5, 7. Okay, so this is the matrix A plus B. Clear? So what you have done? Adding the corresponding elements of A and B. Then in the second part, we have to obtain A minus B. Then according to the definition, A minus B is A plus minus B. Okay, this is equal to A, that is matrix 2, 4, 3, 2. Okay, then there comes the matrix minus B. Then minus B means negative of the matrix B that we have discussed in the scalar multiplication of a matrix. So what have we done? Multiplying all the elements of B by minus 1, or simply replacing the elements of B by the negative numbers. So first element 1 become minus 1, 3 become minus 3, minus 2 becomes 2, and 5 become minus 5. Okay. Then now it is merely the addition of two matrices. We can add it directly. 2 plus minus 1. So it is 1. 4 plus minus 3. That is again 1. 3 plus 2. 5. Then 2 plus minus 5. That is minus 3. So this is the matrix A minus B. Okay. Then in the third one, we have to obtain matrix 3A minus C. Okay. So 3A. So the scalar 3 and the matrix A are multiplied. So we come to 3 into 2. Then actually what we have to do is multiplying each and every element of A by the scalar 3. So 3 into 2 6. Okay. 4 into 3 12. 3 into 3 9. 3 into 2 6. Minus. Then thereafter, so 3A minus C, if you do the proper way of subtraction, then what is to be done? 3A plus minus C. So minus C means writing the opposite of the elements of C. That is minus 2 become 2, 5 become minus 5, then 3 becomes minus 3, and 4 becomes minus 4. Okay, thereafter it comes as the addition of these two matrices. So what will come? Adding the corresponding elements. 6 plus 2, 8, 12 plus minus 5, that is 7, 9 plus minus 3, that is 6, then 6 plus minus 4, that is 2. Okay, so this is 3A minus. Okay, it's clear? So we have obtained A plus B, A minus B, then 3A minus C. Okay, now in the next two parts, we have to come to the multiplication of A and B, and here we just think of the two products, namely product AB and the product BA. Okay. So we are coming to the first question of multiplication of matrices. So just we make a bit detailed discussion. The thing is actually in the fourth one we have to obtain the product A. Okay, so what to remember is when two matrices are given for multiplication, it is not necessary that the product is always possible. Okay, so here A is of order 2 by 2, B is of order 2 by 2, C is of order 2 by 2. And actually here all the three matrices are of the same order, so verification is quite easy. But then also we just consider the verification in the general way. Okay, so we come to the product AB. Then according to the condition, the product AB is possible only when the number of columns of the first matrix, that is number of columns of A, that is 2, number of rows of B, that is 2. The meaning is what? Number of columns of the first matrix A and the number of rows of the second matrix B are equal. So the product AB is possible. So what is the condition? Product of two matrices are possible only when the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Okay, so the meaning is what? A and B are conformable for addition, or product AB is possible. So we write the matrices. It is better we write the matrices here: 2, 4, 3, 2. Okay, into matrix B. Okay, that is 1, 3, minus 2, 5. Okay, so in multiplication of matrices, what we do is we apply the row by column multiplication. So what to be done is, actually in the theory we discussed it in detail. So multiplication of matrices means we have to apply the row by column multiplication. So take the first row 2, 4 and first column 1 minus 2. 2, 4 of the first matrix and first column 1 minus 2 of the second matrix. Thereafter multiplying the corresponding elements, that is 2 into 1, 2, 4 into minus 2, that is minus 8. The products are to be added. So what we do? First row, first column, multiplying the corresponding elements, and thereafter that products are to be added. Then in the first row into second column. So it will come 2 into 3, that is 6, 4 into 5, that is 20. So when we write the first row of the product AB, we take the first row of A. So first row into first column gives the first element, first row into second column gives the second element. That way the first row is completed. Okay. Now when we write the second row of AB, take the second row of A, first column of B. So 3 into 1, 3. Okay. Then 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Okay. Then when we write the second row, second element, second row into second column, that is 3 into 9 and 2 into 5, 10. So as I mentioned in the discussion of matrices, this multiplication is the most important operation. So for understanding the chapter thoroughly and for solving the problems of this chapter, it is necessary to understand the operation multiplication very clearly. So as it is the first question, okay, I just repeat how you obtain a product AB. Okay, so what we said, we apply row by column multiplication. So the first row of A multiplying by the first column of B. It means multiplying the corresponding elements. So 2, 4 multiplied by 1 minus 2 means 2 into 1, 2, 4 into minus 2, minus 8. Then for first row, second element, first row into second column. So 2 into 3, 6, 4 into 5, 20. Okay. Now there is no more column. The meaning is what? The second matrix contains only 2 columns. The meaning is what? This first row contains only 2 elements. So the first row is completed. Then we come to the second row of AB. So what we done? Second row of A into first column. That is 3 into 1, 3, 2 into minus 2, minus 4. Then second row of which one? A into second column. So it will come 3 into 3, 9, 2 into 5, 10. Can we simplify these elements? Okay. So 2 minus 8 comes as minus 6. 6 plus 20, 26. 3 minus 4, minus 1. 9 plus 10, 19. Okay. So we have obtained the product AB. Okay. Now what we need is, in the next part, we need the product BA. So in the very definition of multiplication, we said matrix multiplication is not commutative. The meaning is, for two matrices A and B, it is not necessary that the product AB and BA are equal. Okay, and according to the condition for multiplication of matrices, in some cases we had seen that the product is not necessary that the product AB and BA exist also. It simply means in some cases both product AB and BA are possible, but they are not equal. But in some cases product AB is possible, but product BA is not even possible. So there is no question of which one product AB and BA becoming equal. Okay, so just keep that concept in mind. What product AB and BA need not be equal. So first we come to the calculation of product BA. What we see first, the meaning is the calculation of BA. What do we check first? Whether the product BA is possible or not. Okay, and according to the condition, the product of two matrices possible only when the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to number of rows of the second matrix. And here we are saying, or we are using the terms first matrix and the second matrix. So the main thing to remember is this first and second do not depend on in the question which is the first matrix and which is the second matrix. So the first and second depend on what? Who is first or which matrix is first in the product and which is second. Okay. So in BA the first matrix is B. So what we said, the number of columns of first matrix means B, that is 2. Okay, must be equal to the number of rows of A. Yes, A has 2 rows. Clear? So the product BA is possible, and as we said in the very beginning, here, okay, these conditions are going to be satisfied because all the three matrices are of the same order. Okay, but generally this is the way to verify the conditions. Okay, so when we come to BA, so first we need B, matrix 1, 3, minus 2, 5. Okay, and A, matrix 2, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so when we come to product BA, now, okay, we are writing the product directly. The meaning is we just avoid the step of writing the two products separately. Okay, but anyhow the concept is same. What have we done? First row, first column, write as the first element. First row, second column. Okay, then write as the second element. So 1 into 2, 2 plus 3 into 3, 9. So what is coming? 1 into 2, 2. Okay, this also we write it. 2 plus 3 into 3, 9. Okay, then 1 into 4, 4 plus 3 into 2, 6. Minus 2. Okay, so this way the first row is completed. When we come to the second row into first column, minus 2 into 2, that is minus 4. Okay, then 5 into 3, that is 15. Okay, and now second element, minus 2 into 4, that is minus 8. 5 into 2, 10. Okay, we simplify it. Okay, 2 plus 9, 11, 6 plus 4, 10. Then minus 4 plus 15, that is 11. Minus 8 plus, just see the simplification, minus 8 plus 10, that is 2. So matrix BA is equal to matrix 11, 10, 11, 2. So see, what was AB? Minus 6, 26, minus 1, 19. But BA is which one? 11, 10, 11, 2. So from the product AB and BA, it is very clear the product AB is not equal to BA. So the meaning is we come to the conclusion here, AB is not equal to BA. Okay, so this is an example in which the product AB and BA both possible, but the product AB and BA are not equal. Okay, so clear? So what we have discussed? How to obtain the product of two matrices. Okay. Okay, now to make this operation multiplication very clear, we will do a few more questions of multiplication. So we come to the main question 3. Okay, in main question 3, we obtain the main question 3 second part. Okay, here actually we have to obtain the mentioned product. The matrices are given. The first matrix, that is matrix 1. Actually, just note down the speciality of the matrices. Matrix 1, 2, 3 into matrix 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, in the classification of matrices, we have discussed special matrices, and this is a question in which we can recall one of such specialities we have discussed earlier. Okay, what is it? See the first matrix. What is the speciality? It contains only one column, so it is a column matrix. What was the second matrix? It is a matrix having only one row, so it is a row matrix. But anyhow, the relevance or the importance over here is we have to obtain the product of these two matrices. Then, as we said earlier, whenever we have to obtain the product, don't try to obtain the product directly. The meaning is what? Not to simply start with the direct multiplication. What to be done first? Check whether the product is possible or not. When the product is possible, the number of columns of the first matrix. How many columns to the first matrix? 1. That must be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. How many rows? Only 1. So what does it mean? The product is possible. And when the product is possible, we come to the product. What to be done? Row by column multiplication. Take the first row of the first matrix. The first row means only the element 1. So that is the most important thing. Look, when we come to the first row of this matrix, the first row contains only one element, that is 1. That to be multiplied by the first column. First column of the second matrix means only element 2. So the meaning is actually here comes only one product, that is 1 into 2, 2. Written. Okay? Written. Then first row into second column. 1 into 3, 3. Okay. So, okay, though the two matrices are very simple, while writing the product AB, we should be very careful. So, we are obtaining the product. Okay. Then, to make it very clear, so here itself we can write this is a matrix of only how many rows? 3 rows, 1 column. And here 1 row, 3 column. Okay. And we said then the product is of order 3 by 3. Okay. So anyhow, first row into first column, that is 2. First row into second column, 1 into 3, 3. First row into third column, 4. Look, this way we are getting the elements of the first row of the product. Then second row into first column, 2 into 2, 4. Then second row into second column, 2 into 3, 6. Then second row into third, that is 2 into 4, 8. Second row is completed. Then third row, 3 into 2, 6. 3 into 3, 9, and 3 into 4, 12. See, means the given matrices, which one? Column matrix 1, 2, 3 and the row matrix 2, 3, 4, okay, are very simple matrices. But when we come to the product, we are getting which one? A complete 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. Then we come to the fourth part of the question. Okay. And the fourth part of the question, we have to obtain the product of two 3 by 3 matrices. The first one, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then in order 3, 4, 5, 6 into matrix 1 minus 3, 5. Matrix 0, 2, 4 and matrix 3, 0, 5. Okay, so we have to obtain the product of this 3, 0, 5. We have to obtain the product of these two matrices. So as we said, first of all we verify the condition. What is the condition? Number of columns of the first matrix. How many here? 3. Okay. Number of rows of the second matrix. 3 equal. So it is possible to multiply the two matrices or possible to obtain the product of the two matrices. What do you do? First row into first column. Okay.